Nature's Way Preschool is a program of the Kalamazoo Nature Center. We are actually one of the longest running environmental preschools in the country. We have 30 wooded acres and a beautiful wetland area, and all of this nature is not just our backdrop, it's really the main event. We consider this space our classroom too. So we study nature, we play and explore in nature because we know that's how young children learn best. And our hope is that by giving our students these deep connections with nature, they will have a love and respect for the natural world their whole life.
As a mom, I choose this program because I love the nurturing staff here. I know that every day my daughters come here, they're loved and they're valued. They're taught the importance of reciprocating that love and value to the natural world around them. And as a pediatric occupational therapist, I love this program because of the vast array of sensory experiences kids get to have here. I mean, whether they're walking on a wobbly log or slapping mud pies together on the natural playground or taking a mindful hike through one of the beautiful trails or maybe exploring a pelt or looking at a snakeskin through a magnifying glass in the classroom, their senses are constantly engaged. I think it's so important for learning.
Before coming to Nature's Way Preschool, I taught kindergarten at a traditional public school. And after being here and seeing the hands-on discovery and nature play, you really see how well it prepares a student for kindergarten. It prepares them socially, emotionally, and academically. And I think that's really a testament to the power of nature play.
If there was one thing I could tell a family considering this program, it would be, if you can do loads and loads of muddy laundry with a smile on your face, knowing that your child has come to school and fully immersed him or herself, whole body, into learning that day, then this is the program for you.
With all the changes that are happening in our climate right now, the future is bleak, especially for younger generations. And forests are a natural way to sequester carbon. Their carbon sinks, which means they absorb more carbon than they emit. And it's a way for us to combat the effects of climate change in a natural way.
Here at Heronwood Field Station, we're working on a project about forests and climate change. We have one driving question that's driving our entire unit, and that question is, how can we manage our forest here at Heronwood Field Station to mitigate the effects of climate change? The first thing that we did is gain some background info. So we learned about forest ecology, about the carbon cycle, and how forests are able to store carbon. We also looked at some climate change models for our area and looked to past management plans to get an idea of what management strategies might look like. At this point, students are taking measurements from plots located all over our 90-acre property that include things like tree species, tree height, and invasive species count. Taking these measurements gives us a general sense of forest health, and it allows us to calculate how much carbon is currently being stored in our forest. So with all of this information, we can start to answer that question about forest carbon management. We will also consult with the Conservation Stewardship crew from the Nature Center and do some additional research, and then students will come up with a plan for how to manage our property to mitigate the effects of climate change. Then, in the spring, we'll start to actually implement these strategies, and it'll be a year-long process that will continue into the future. In conservation biology, we're lucky to be able to offer these students the real-life field experience that they can take with them into their future education and careers.
For me personally, there's a long list of conservation jobs that I'm looking into, but one of the top ones is forestry in particular, and so this unit has been a really cool way to figure out what actually foresters do. We were able to talk to some guest speakers who work in the forestry field, and I've been excited to learn about what a forestry job would look like hands-on.